think one key factor I've come to understand about success is you cannot truly be successful if you're not committed to anything. Consistency is the key. Just keep doing that thing that you want to become as much as possible and see how you gradually build up your success story. The mistake some of us make is we think success has more to do with gifts than skill. I think it has more to do with skill than gift. There are a lot of gifted people that are not successful. Why? Because gift is not enough. On the other hand, we have a lot of people that are not gifted but are successful because they say this thing I must become it and they trained at that thing. So if you are waiting to do things that you are gifted at, it might take you longer to be successful. But if you search and find what you feel you should do and what you should be doing, and you give yourself to training, you give yourself daily to it, you might end up becoming more successful than those that are even gifted in that field. Another thing about success you must understand is if you want to remain on the path of progress, please stay consistent and committed to the little steps. A lot of us easily get discouraged and give up because we start up with big steps. And you see, one thing about big steps is when you fail, it will be a big failure, it will be a big fall. But when you stay consistent to little steps and you take it one after the other, day in, day out, you see that it will be hard for you to be discouraged because after all, it's a little step, it's a little fall. You stand up and keep trying again. So if we wait for the big thing before we start anything, it will take us longer to start something, and then discouragement will be harder on us. And another thing again is success is not about what you enjoy. Success is about what you want to become. So if we have this ideology, it will also build our consistency because it will help us not to stop even if the process is not enjoyable anymore. Your focus is not about the enjoyment, your focus is about what you want to become. So as long as you have not become that thing, you will keep pushing. Every day you wake up, you take a deep breath, and you return back to it because you have not become that thing yet. But you see, if your consistency is tied to what you are enjoying, the day the process becomes difficult, you will stop and go and find something else. And everything is always easier in the beginning. As you get higher, it gets tougher. And this is why many of us start so many things but don't go far because in the beginning it's easier, but later it becomes tougher. So build your consistency around your vision, not around pleasure, not around how you feel, not around your emotion. Build it around the vision. Stay true to the vision. The book of Habakkuk said, write down the vision and make it plain so that when you see it, you will consistently run by it. It is not about how you feel, it is about what you want to become. Do not build your consistency around inspiration. Build it around determination. You see, there are times when you will not feel inspired. There are times when everybody's voice will be discouraging. There are times when people will make you feel low and less of yourself. If your consistency is based on inspiration, I promise you, you will give up many times. But when you are determined to succeed, what's going to happen is even if everything comes with a negative energy, you are going to tell yourself, I have to keep doing this. Inspiration can help you start, but inspiration will not help you finish. Have you ever seen people running? Everybody in a race starts that race with inspiration. I want to be a champion. I want to bring glory to my country. I want to bring glory to my club. The moment they start with inspiration and they begin to run, and that tiredness kicks in, you forget everything about inspiration. At that point, nobody's going to come to hold your hands. Nobody's going to come to give you water. Nobody's going to come to hug you. No. The only thing that matters is the finish line. And then you begin to tell yourself, I need to reach that place. That is why it's so funny that 10 people will be running a race. And the last person will not stop running. They will keep running until they cross the finish line, even if others have finished before them. Why? Because it's no longer about inspiration. I just need to finish. That is determination. Why is it that the last people don't stop and say, well, it's already too late. After all, I'm the last. Let me just take my time. They will keep running. They are last, but they will keep running until they finish the race. That is determination. That is what it takes to truly finish. A lot of us will be wondering, why is it that some people, in as much as they are struggling in whatever they are doing, they are still doing it? Give up now. Maybe you are not called. Maybe you don't have what it takes. See, life does not reward people who start. Life only rewards those who stay. It is those that stay that will finish. It is not those who start. You see, nothing fuels procrastination like starting big. Every time we focus on doing something big, it becomes harder to do. And so we tell ourselves, Kai, oh, I'm writing this book, and I've told myself that I want to be writing 10 pages every day. Kai, oh, today I don't feel like. It will look more stressful. But if you start small and tell yourself that each day I'm going to be writing 2 pages, you will see that it will be hard for you to procrastinate because the assignment will not look that stressful. It's not just 2 pages by day. Let me just do it and get over with it today. But if you find yourself procrastinating, check it very well because you have set the bar so high that it's looking difficult for you, and the mind and this body will carry hate stress, so it will fight you. But when you set that bar to an average position, you will see that procrastination will be difficult because whatever it is you are trying to achieve will look easier by the day. It's like gymming. When you go to the gym, you see that people that love to carry heavy weight are not always in a hurry to carry weight. They take their time, they just move around, they prepare themselves before they start lifting. But you see those ones that just carry any little thing around they see in the gym, they're always carrying something. Once they enter, they don't even pay any attention to any rules and regulations. They don't warm up, they just go straight to carry what they know they can carry. That is how it is. The more job you give to yourself, the easier it will be to procrastinate. So, if you really want to fight procrastination, it's not about prayer. It's not about saying, I must. Check the standard you have given to yourself. Tell yourself, I prefer gradual, minimal effort than fast, maximum effort. The fast, maximum effort will look like a good thing but it will frustrate you faster than a gradual, minimal effort. And then, lastly, consistency is the only way you can be trained to sustain success. If success comes overnight, you might lose it overnight because you do not know what it takes to produce that success. Consistency is the process of training. That is what makes you qualified enough to duplicate that thing in the life of somebody else. Or even if you fall, you can redo it again because you knew what you went through and you now know what it takes to get there. So please, all I'm saying to you today is do not be in a hurry to succeed. You will succeed if you stay true to the path of consistency.